Today we're going to talk about a loose swing. You probably heard a lot about coaches telling you that you have to relax your arms, swing as loose as you can, like hold on to the racket very loosely and so on. Obviously, of course, you have to be as loose as possible, and it's about the coordination in the end. When you have to use only the muscles that are required. That's where the looseness comes from. And you do not prevent the natural movement, like the natural energy that you create to kind of throw yourself into the ball, both on forehands and backhands. You want to use that upper body rotation that gives you that drive. So I totally understand when you start playing, it's really hard to be loose because you're trying to control, you're trying to figure out the swing path, you're trying to figure out the timing. There's so much more than just hitting the ball. And the looser you hit, obviously, the harder you hit. It's really hard to control it. And then if you hold on very loose to your racket, the ball more often hits the racket out of your hand. So if you're a beginner and you're learning how to play, it is absolutely okay to be a little tighter in the beginning, just while you're getting your timing, just while you're trying to figure out where you meet the ball, and you're trying to learn the correct swing path. Once you get enough repetitions, at some point, you'll get used to the movement that you're doing. And once you're used to the movement and you can kind of control it, then you can start loosening up your wrist a little bit on your backswing. So whenever you're playing, you shouldn't always hold your racket really, really tight. You should hold your racket as if you're holding a small little animal or creature like a hamster or a little bird and trying to not crush his bones. But you don't want to let that little creature run away from you. So you're holding it so that you're kind of in control, but you're not squeezing, right? And then when you're about to hit the ball, right before you hit the ball, you squeeze your racket. Like you have to hold on really tight, because that way you'll have more control, right? So when you're in preparation or you're just going for the backswing here, you're holding loose, and once you start the stroke and you're going for the upper body rotation, you grab on tight to your racket. Same on the serve. For example, you're standing on the serve, you're holding on pretty loosely right here, maybe even on your first movement, once you're getting to the trophy position. But once your racket goes down, that's it, you grab as tight as possible. And as I said, when you learn the movement more or less, you got used to it, you'll be able to control that. And if you also don't hold on really tight all the time to your racket, you'll be able to last longer. You won't cramp in your arms, because if you hold on all the time tight, at some point your grip will loosen up and you will lose control over the ball. The secret is that whenever you hit the ball, you have to hold on tight to your racket so that the racket doesn't get hit out of your hand. All right? So please remember that. But when you're learning the swing path, you can definitely, like if you don't have contact with the ball, you can definitely hold on loose and just trying to find the swing path. As I said earlier, it's just about the right muscles that you have to contrast to be able to control the ball. So you want to relax and you want to have as freely swing as possible, but yet controlled, right? So you try to swing with a loose wrist, and then imagine where you're going to hit the ball and try to grab on tighter to the racket. So try that, and maybe that will help you to improve your strokes. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.